everyone, welcome back once again on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. I am Gaurav Gupta and we'll continue our revision for the preparation of CAT 2023 in this session. So friends, welcome back once again. Now, as you all know that CAT exam is approaching, like it's slowly and gradually the time is reducing that we have for CAT examination, and we at BYJU'S Exam Prep are conducting a lot of sessions for all the students who are preparing for CAT 2023 as well as other management entrance examinations, which will be somewhere around CAT examination. So in this series of sessions today, I will be taking on some of the logical puzzles that you can expect to appear in front of you in CAT examination as well as other examinations. Now, the kind of puzzles that we are going to take on today, uh, there will be three puzzles, and with every puzzle there will be three questions, and all these three puzzles you can expect in any of the examinations that you are preparing for. So hello everyone, hello, good afternoon everyone. Sai, yes, I know that you are from batch number 1, the batch in which I am teaching at BYJU'S Exam Prep. All right, so welcome all of you. So without wasting any time, let's start with these questions. I know all of you are present here so that you will get some good questions for your revision of CAT 2023. All right, चलिए तो start करते हैं जल्दी से. Let's not waste any time. And like today's session will be divided in a total of 3 sets or 3 puzzles, and every puzzle will have 3 questions. Okay. Now, what I'll be doing is I'll be giving you 2 or 3 minutes to read that puzzle, to understand and decode whatever information is given. And then I'll take you to the questions one by one. Meanwhile, just before taking you to the questions, we'll have a look at a small analysis of every set and then we'll solve the questions. Okay, chaliye, start karte hain. Now, the first set will appear on your screen in a few moments. I want everyone to take out a pen and a sheet of paper. One sheet of paper will be enough for all the 3 sets. Okay, so just take out one sheet of paper and try to decode all this information in the live format right now. Okay, chaliye. So first question on your screen now. Now, all these questions are of the level of difficulty of CAT. So you must take these questions seriously. Now, this is one question which will require a lot of reading, and there are some difficult words that are used, but it is absolutely a puzzle, and you don't have to know the meaning of these words. Okay? So read every information on your screen. I'll give you 3 minutes to understand this information, and then I'll take you to the questions one by one. Though you should not be requiring 1.5 minutes to understand this information, because you don't have to start working on this information. So this is a type of question in which you don't have to decode anything right now, and you'll start working as soon as the question will appear on your screen. Okay, चलिए देखिए इस क्वेश्चन को. So the primitive tribes, the folk of island lexicophobes. So these difficult words are intentionally kept in the question. You don't have to bother, like you don't have to be bothered about these words. Okay, so ये वाले words को completely ignore कर सकते हो. You don't have to know the meaning. You don't have to understand these words. Okay, so they recently developed a language for themselves which has very limited vocabulary. In fact, the words can be classified only of 3 types. So there are 3 types of words: the bingos, the singos, and the dingos. Okay, the bingos type of words are, so these are 3 types of words in bingos, 3 types of words in singos, and 3 types of words in dingos. So if you look at these words, the only thing that you need to understand, you need to note down is this word, this particular word is common in bingos and singos. Okay. Now further, if I read, they also devise some rules of grammar. So there are some rules how the sentences will be made using these words. So every sentence must have only 5 words. This is number 1. Number 2, every sentence must have 2 bingos. So 2 bingos and 1 singo and 2 dingos. So out of the 5 words that will be there in every sentence, there will be 2 bingos, 1 singo and 2 dingos. Okay. Also, if grams is used in a sentence, habito must also be used and vice versa. So if this word is used, then this word has to be used and vice versa. So this word is common in bingos and singos. So this is one rule. And the second rule is Kolodu can be used in a sentence only if Lovito is used. Okay, so just understand these sentences. So these are basically the rules which are given to form the sentence, which will consist of 5 words. All right. Now I take you to the questions one by one, wherein you will read the rules which are given here, and based on these rules you may find the sentence, or you may find out you may be asked which of these words will have to be used in a sentence or not. Okay, so let's move on to the questions one by one. Okay, you don't need to note down any information, you don't need to decode any information as of now. ठीक है, so questions पे चलते हैं सीधा. So question number 1, the rules are given at the bottom of the screen. So read the question number 1 and try to find out the answer. Which choice of words in a sentence is not possible if no rules of grammar are to be violated? So we are not supposed to violate, we are not supposed to break any rule of grammar which is given in the directions. Which choice of words in a sentence is not possible? हमें बताना है इनमें से कौन सी चीज पॉसिबल नहीं होगी. So I'll give you few minutes, like 1 minute. You can read all the options, and the rules of grammar and the rules of making sentence are given on the right hand side bottom of the screen. देखते हैं who will be the first person to give an answer for this. Okay, so let's read the first statement. So looking at the rules once again. So मेरे को क्या करना है sentence में? I can use two bingos. I will use two bingos, one singo and two dingos. ठीक है? Now the rules of grammar says that every sentence must have only 5 words. Every sentence must have two bingos, one singo and two dingos. And if gram is used, a habito must also be used and vice versa. Culodo can be used in a sentence only if Lovito is used in that sentence, right? Now, option A says that grams and harams as bingos and inhabito as singo can be used. So I can use this and this as bingos and this word as singo. Now, it is not breaking any rule of the grammar that is given here. So this particular option is possible to be used in a sentence. Fine. So there is no problem with option A. Grams है तो habito use होना चाहिए and vice versa. It is fulfilling. I'm using two bingos and one singo. Dingos जो 3 है उनमें से कोई भी 2 use हो सकते हैं. So option A is possible and hence not the answer. I need not possible. ठीक है? Let's look at option B. Now option B says that harams and habito as bingos can be used. So harams and habito as bingos. Now this breaks this particular rule. If grams is used in a sentence, habito must also be used and vice versa. So habito use किया है तो grams भी use होना चाहिए. Okay, so this particular option, option B, is breaking the rule of grammar and hence is not a possible choice of words in a sentence. Okay, so the correct answer should be option B for this question, and that is the correct answer. All right, now let's move ahead and look at the next question, question number 2 related to this. Now, question number 2 is saying if grams and harams are bingos in a sentence, so if these two, grams and harams, are bingos in a sentence and no rule of grammar is violated, then which of the following is or are true? इनमें से बताना है कौन सा वाला true होगा. Okay, now I have already used these two, right? Now I can say that according to this rule of grammar, grams is used in habito, habito has to be used. So grams is used as bingo. So habito जो है वो सिंगोज में यूज होना चाहिए, राइट? सो दिस ऑप्शन विल बी करेक्ट. ऑल्सो इन डिंगोज इन तीनों में से कोई भी दो वर्ड्स यूज होने चाहिए. सो थर्ड ऑप्शन इज सेइंग दैट ईदर Lobito or Me Too must be one of or both the dingoes. तो obviously Lobito या तो यूज होगा, मीटो या तो यूज होगा, या फिर दोनों यूज होंगे. दिस इज करेक्ट. सो ऑप्शन 3 is also correct. So option 1 or sentence 1 and sentence 3 are correct, and hence answer will be option D. Okay. Now Sai, you are asking how B, so I'll take you back. Now, harams and inhabitors. So they have used these two, right, as the bingos. Now they are not using grams, which is violating this rule. If grams is used, inhabitor must also be used and vice versa. तो grams और inhabitor दोनों एक साथ होने चाहिए या फिर दोनों नहीं होंगे. So inhabitor यूज हुआ है तो grams भी यूज होना चाहिए. But option B में grams यूज नहीं हो रहा. That is why this is not possible as the choice of words in a sentence, and hence option B was correct earlier. Okay. Now question number 2 we have already discussed. Answer will be option B. Option D in this case. Statement number 1 and statement number 3 both are correct. All right. Now let's move on to the third question of this. Which of the following is possible sentence if no grammar rule is violated? So now you have to like out of these four choices, find out which of the sentence is a possible sentence if we have to abide by all the rules of grammar. Okay, so option A, they are using grams and harams. Okay, ihavitu, this is also used. Lovito and me too, these two are used. So first of all, we have to use two bingos, one singo and two dingos. So this particular rule of grammar is fine, is accepted. Okay, 5 words use होने चाहिए, 5 words use हो रहे हैं. Now they are saying that if grams is used, ihabito has to be used. Grams is used, ihabito has to be used. It is absolutely fine, no problem. Last rule, Colodo can be used in a sentence only if Lobito is used. So अगर मैं Colodo use कर रहा हूं तो Lobito के बाद ही मैं उसको use कर सकता हूं. I'm not using Colodo here, so there is no problem as far as the last rule is concerned. So the correct answer will be option A, and option A is a possible sentence if no grammar rule is violated. Okay, simple question tha, right? Now let's move on to the second set for the day. Second set on your screen, it is a wonderful set, thoda sa difficult set hai, and this again I can say that can qualify to be a question, a set that can come in CAT examination. So now these are the directions given for question number 4, 5 and 6. It says that A, B, C, D, E, F and G are brothers. Two brothers had an argument and A said to B. Now read carefully what A says to B. Now this will create a lot of confusion, and these particular type of questions you may also find in the the chapter of linear equations in quantitative ability. Okay, so two brothers had an argument and A said to B, "You are as old as C was when I was twice as old as D." Now, such a confusing statement. Okay, you are as old as C was when I was thrice as old as D, and you will be as old as E was when he was as old as C is now. Now, this is what A says to B, right? Now, after that, B says something to A. So, B said to A, "You may be older than F, but G is as old as I was when you were as old as G is, and D will be as old as F was when F will be as old as G is." Okay, now some confusing set of statements given to you. Now let's see how to basically understand and decode these information and find out the relationship between the ages of these people. So basically the questions that we have are about who is the eldest of all these 7 brothers, who is the youngest, right? So these are the type of questions. So basically you'll have to establish a correlation. You'll have to establish a relation between the ages of these 7 people. कौन बड़ा है, कौन छोटा है, and so on. Okay. So let's have an analysis of this. I understand that this is a difficult set for all of you. So इसका पूरा का पूरा analysis करते हैं एक बार properly. Okay. So I have done some rough work for you. I have removed that and let's do it from the scratch. एक बार आराम से दोबारा से करते हैं, ठीक है? Now there are 7 brothers A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. These are 7 brothers which are given to us. Okay. Now, basically, if you look at these sentences, you are as old as C was. So basically, they are using present tense, the past tense, as well as the future tense. So the ages are in the 3 time periods: present, past, and future, right? So I'll write 3 columns here. So past ages, present, and future. All right. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Let us read the first statement when A says something to B. Now A said to B that you are as old as C was. So that means your present age is equal to the past age of C. So present age of B, let's say it is P. Present age of B is P. Okay. So your present age is equal to the past age of C. So I'm using some variables here. Okay. So A says to B, you are as old as C was. So तुम्हारी present age is equal to the past age of C when I means A, when I was twice as old as D. जब मैं D से double age पे था. So let's say D's past age was Q. So A's age will be or was at that time twice the age of D. Okay. So this is up till this point. You are as old as C was when I was twice as old as D. Okay. Done. Next, and you will be, that means B's future age. This they are talking about. You will be as old as E was. So you will be as old as E was when he was as old as C is now. So basically B ka future age, E ka past age, and C ka present age, they all are given to be equal. So I'll put them with another variable, that is R. Okay. So A says to B that you will be as old as E was. You will be as old as E was when he means E, when E was as old as C is now. Okay. So this is the relationship between the ages that are given to us. All right. Now, based on whatever I have written, let me find out who is elder, who is younger as compared to other person. Right. Now, first of all, look at this part. Now, C का जो past age था, वो B का present age है. So I can say that the age of C should be greater than B. Okay, C has to be greater than B. Right. Similarly, if I will look at this part, and this part. So the past age of E is the present age of C. So E has to be greater than C and C has to be greater than B. ये हम पहले ही derive कर चुके हैं. Done. Also comparing this, somewhere in the past, A की age D की age से double थी. So A has to be greater than D. This is another relation that I have obtained using this portion. All right, done. So I have made a comparison between the ages of some of these people based on the things that we have written here. Let's move ahead and look at the next paragraph. Yes, it is definitely confusing. This is definitely a little difficult, but this is how the questions will be in the examination. Okay, so let me put some lines so that there is no confusion. All right, now let's read the next paragraph. B said to A. Now B is saying something to A. You may be older than F. So you may be older than F. That means A is greater than F. But now let's read from here. But G is, so again I'll write past, present and future. Okay, so past, present and future, done. So G is, that means the present age of G. G is as old as I was. Who is I? B. So B is saying that G is as old as I was. So B ka past age and G ka present age are equal. When you were, that means when A was as old as G is. So A ka present age and A ka past age, when you were as old as G is, they both are equal. Okay, so X, X and X. I'll repeat. G is as old as I was when you were as old as G is. All right. So यहां से पता चला A and B का age equal होगा. Okay, A and B will be of equal age and they both will be greater than G because their past age is equal to G's present age. Right? Let's finish this last line. And D will be as old as F was. D will be, D ka future age will be as old as F was. F ka past age. D's future age will be equal to F's past age. When F will be, as old as G is, when F will be as old as G is, so this is X. All right. So यहां से पता चला F is greater than D. F is greater than D because F ka past age is equal to D's present age or future age, and G is also greater than F. G is also greater than F, right? So these are the understanding that we have from this entire data, right? Now the questions are, who among these brothers is eldest and the youngest? So इसमें से eldest और youngest find out करना है. So let us first of all talk about the eldest brother. सबसे बड़ा कौन होगा? ठीक है? Now let's write these names A, B, C, D, E, F and G. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. मैंने ये 7 names यहाँ पे लिख दिए. रुको एक बार दोबारा लिख देता हूँ. I'll write these names once again. So out of A, B, C, D, E, F and G, I'm going to find out the eldest of all. All right. Now comparing this, C and B both are less than E. So B and C cannot be the eldest. Okay. Also D cannot be eldest, right? F cannot be eldest because it is less than A. A and B are equal and A and B both are equal. So B is less than E. So A is also less than E. A cannot be the eldest. So I'm putting a cross on the people who cannot be the eldest. Similarly, G is less than B, cannot be the eldest. So E will be the person who will be the eldest among all these 7 brothers. All right, fine. Now this is what I've got the answer for the eldest brother. अब सबसे youngest find out करते हैं. Okay, so once again A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 7 names are written. अब इनमें से youngest कौन हो सकता है या फिर कौन कौन नहीं हो सकता? So E cannot be youngest because E is greater than C. C is greater than B, so it cannot be youngest. B is greater than G, so B and A, which are equal, they both are greater than G and cannot be the youngest, right? Now D, F and G, G is greater than F, so it cannot be, and F is greater than D, so F भी नहीं हो सकता. So D is the person who is left and will be the youngest. Now, which is the answer for the first two questions? So, who is the eldest brother? Out of these eldest, हमने find out किया था, it is option B, that is E. E is the eldest brother. Who is the youngest brother? D is the youngest brother, which we have already calculated. Okay. And the third question, which two are probably twins? So if I'll go back, I have determined that the age of A and B is equal. So A and B ka age equal hai. So A and B can probably the twins in this question. So the correct answer here is option C. And yes, that is the correct one. Okay. Now, let's move ahead and look at the third set of the day, the final set. Now, the final set is not that difficult. You may not find this level of difficulty in CAT, but you may easily find such questions in Narsi Munji, Symbiosis, Maharashtra CET, CMAT examination. So, इस type के exams में ये वाला set easily आ सकता है. Not a very difficult set. So, let us have a read. Now, question says that 5 of India's leading models are posing for a photograph promoting world peace and understanding. But then Rakesh Shrihast, the photographer, is having a tough time getting them to stand in a straight line because, so basically the first three lines were absolutely useless. Okay, so there are 5 models who we need to arrange in a row using the following conditions that you will read now. Okay. Now, the first condition is Aishwarya refuses to stand next to Sushmita because of any reason. So, ये जो होता है ना कहानी बनाने के लिए होता है, क्वेश्चन को लेंदी करने के लिए होता है. So, Aishwarya refuses to stand next to Sushmita because Sushmita had said something about her in a leading gossip magazine. Reason is not important. So, Aishwarya and Sushmita will not stand together. Number one. Next, Rachel and Anu want to stand together because they are good friends. So stand together, this is more important. So Rachel and Anu will stand together. This is the second point. Next point, Manpreet on the other hand cannot get along with Rachel because there is some talk about Rachel scheming to get whatever. So Manpreet and Rachel will not stand together. Number 3. Done. Okay. Next, Anu believes her friendly astrologer who has asked her to stand at the extreme right of all the photographers. So Anu will be the person who will be extreme right hand side. Done. Finally, Rakesh managed to pacify the girls and got a beautiful picture of 5 beautiful girls smiling beautifully in the beautiful straight line promoting world peace. So these are 4 conditions that we have that I have marked in this paragraph. Okay. Now using these 4 conditions, we'll have to make them stand in a row. Okay. So let's start with this. So this is the same information I've copied. Okay. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, first of all, Anu will be standing at the extreme right hand side. Anu will stand here. Done. Next was Aishwarya and Sushmita will not stand together. Okay. Then Rachel and Anu will always be together. So Anu already place कर चुका हूं मैं, तो Rachel को place कर सकते हैं. So Rachel will be at this point. Okay. Done. Then Manpreet cannot stand with Rachel. So Manpreet Rachel के साथ नहीं होनी चाहिए. Now 3 people are left. Sushmita and Aishwarya. And next is Manpreet. Now if I'll place Manpreet, so Manpreet cannot be adjacent to Rachel. So Manpreet cannot be at chair number 3. Right? Manpreet can be at chair number 2 or chair number 1. Right? Now if I'll place Manpreet at chair number 1, then Sushmita and Aishwarya will be together at chair number 2 or 3, which is not possible. Also, Manpreet cannot come at chair number 3. So the only place left for Manpreet is chair number 2, right? So Manpreet will come at chair number 2. Then the remaining 2 people, Sushmita and Aishwarya, will come at chair number 3 and chair number 1 in any order. So if Sushmita will come at chair number 1, Aishwarya will come at chair number 3 and vice versa. So Aishwarya or Sushmita at chair number 1 or 3. So this is the entire arrangement, and now you can start solving these questions. So question number 1, if Aishwarya is standing at the extreme left, then which is the girl standing in the middle? I'll go back. If Aishwarya is at the extreme left, so if Aishwarya is here, then in the middle it will be Sushmita. Yes. So answer will be Sushmita. That is option B. And that is the correct answer. So once we have made the arrangement, now it is not difficult to answer these questions. Okay. Question number 8 देखते हैं. If Aishwarya stands in the extreme left, again the same thing, which is the girl who stands second from left? Now, second from left, I think that was fixed. Second from left was fixed and it was Manpreet, and it does not depend on Aishwarya or any other model. So, second from left, it is fixed. Answer has to be Manpreet. All right. The last question, question number 9. Now, if Anu's astrologer tells her to stand second from left, so let's rearrange them. So Anu के astrologer ने बोला है second from left. I'm sorry. So it will not be this chair. It will be second from left. That is this chair. So Anu will stand here at the second from left position. Okay. And Aishwarya decides to stand second from right. So Aishwarya will stand here. Then who is the girl standing on the extreme right? That means chair number 5 पे कौन who is standing? Okay. Now we know that Anu and Rachel will be together. Now Rachel can be at chair number 1 or chair number 3. Fine. Then another was Sushmita and Aishwarya cannot be together, and Manpreet and Rachel cannot be together. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now Manpreet and Rachel cannot be together, and Sushmita and Aishwarya cannot be together. Now Aishwarya is at chair number position number 4. So that means Sushmita cannot be at position number 3 or 5. Right? Because Sushmita and Aishwarya cannot be together. So there is only one place left for Sushmita. So that is chair number 1. Done? Now Anu is at chair number 2. Okay, Rachel and Manpreet cannot be together. Was it Rachel and Manpreet? एक बार check कर लेते हैं. Yes, Manpreet on the other hand cannot get along with Rachel, and Rachel and Anu wants to stand together. So Rachel and Anu साथ में होने चाहिए. अब Anu position number 2 पे है. So Rachel cannot be at number 5. It has to be at number 3. And hence the only place left for Manpreet is chair number 5, which is what we have to find out. So then who is the girl standing on the extreme right hand of the row? So answer will be option D, that is Manpreet. All right. So this is the answer. Now Aditya, I don't know why you are saying this thing. If in case you have any kind of problem, then you can message me. I'm leaving my number behind. If you have any kind of problem that you are facing, then you can call me at this number. If you are facing any difficulty, if there is any reason why you are thinking about such things, okay, fine. So I will clear all your confusion if it is there in your mind, and will help you out. Okay, so friends, that was question number 9 from our side. That's all for the day. Hope you would have liked this session. In case you have, please do press the like button. Also, in case you want to be a part of BYJU'S exam prep, then you can join comprehensive program for the preparation of CAT 2023. All right, new batches are available. You can enroll now, and all the details for this comprehensive program are given on the screen. Also, there is a link that is given in the description of this session, using which you can fetch out some more information, and you can also be a part of BYJU'S exam prep. All right. Also, anybody who wants to join BYJU'S exam prep, you can get up to 90% scholarship on all CAT preparation programs. So there is a scholarship test which will be conducted on 15th of April at 7 p.m. So do register for this test and avail this scholarship. CAT 2023 ticket to your dream B school. A wonderful seminar, a wonderful session will be taken by Srinivas sir on 11th of April at 7 p.m. Okay. So you may be a part of this seminar. Do register for this session because there are limited seats which are available. Also, you can brush up your basics by attempting quizzes. So daily basis पे quizzes upload होती हैं on our application. So you can download our application from Google Play and get daily section wise quizzes. You can brush up your basics with. 500 most expected CAT questions. This series, which started on 6th of April, has been continuing. So you can subscribe to the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep and press the bell icon so that you can attend all these sessions, all the upcoming sessions in this series, 500 most expected CAT questions. All right. So friends, that is all from my side. Thank you very much for being here. Aditya, I don't know what problem you are facing because of BYJU'S, but I have left my number in the chat box and you can get in touch with me. In case I don't pick up your call, you may message me and then you will receive a call back from my side. All right. So that's all from my side, my dear friends. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. Bye bye.